So guys, haven't done a video in a while, so just getting a run out now. The weather's a wee bit better in Ireland, which is great, a bit brighter and definitely warmer. So the bike was put away for the winter, and I didn't really I didn't fancy going out in any of the colder climates. I don't really have winter gear, so that's the reasons, and I didn't want to kind of fork out. And obviously with the coronavirus, with all the restrictions and transport and traveling places, I'm just getting back on the bike again. So yeah, this is my 2020 Yamaha XSR700. Just to give you a wee bit of background, I'm just new to bikes. It's my first year on a bike, so still relatively novice on them, and yeah, really enjoying it. As I say, the bike is completely standard. It's haven't done any work. As you can see, the exhaust is still the same standard exhaust, which will be replaced and upgraded this year, and I probably will go with the Öhlins suspension and get that upgraded. But outside that, I actually love it. I really enjoy the bike, and a lot of people kind of, just want to thank everyone as well who's joined the channel and who's watched my videos and left comments, and any questions, if I can help out at all. As I say, I'm a novice rider, but from that perspective, I think there's lots of people that's in the same boat. The reason I love the XSR, and I actually do really enjoy it, is it's very comfortable. It's a classic frame bike. It's classic style. It's kind of in the era, I suppose, that I was born in the 80s, and I just love the look of it. It's just a really, really nice kind of retro style bike. Yeah, it's fast enough. It's not a sports bike by no means, and I didn't really want that. That's just not for me at this point, I'm really more, I like the classic look. I like classic cars, and it's just more my thing. So if you're there's plenty of performance in it. As I say, it's a 700cc. It's not really there is the bike, the XSR900. If you really want to get that extra bit of performance, apparently they're a pretty serious machine. But yeah, I couldn't warrant it as a first bike. For me, the whole kind of point about buying the XSR700 was I could have bought the 900 if I wanted, but being new to bikes, I just don't want that level of brutal performance that would probably put me off a bike, or very minimum put me in a hedge. And not to say this bike can't, but it's just probably a wee bit more of a torque bike rather than an explosive performance bike, which the XSR 900 is kind of tapping under, so yeah, that's the reasons. And as I say, I have it now. What would I have it by? Maybe about 7 months, I think. 8 months. Yeah, I love it. There's only 1862 kilometers, so still been broken handy at this point, and it's reflective, I suppose, in the weather in Ireland, where I try to get out in it when I can. But yeah, definitely fantastic first bike. Don't really think twice about it. There's other options out there which they're probably very good as well. I just love the shape of the XSR. I like the fact that it's a modern engine with retro styling rather than a kind of old school engine, and not really my thing. So I like the performance of the V-twin. I like the positioning, sitting in the, how you sit in the bike, how it's very upright, and yeah, it just suits my style of riding, and I just like the comfort of it. And nicely, I was looking at the BMW. I was looking at the BMW R9T, and they are great bikes also. But I just figured I didn't like the bike. There's kind of like the engine bulks out at the sides here, and I spoke to a few people about them. They're a wee bit, they're very expensive to fix, being a BMW, and they are an older engine. So yeah, the bikes, I think it was 9,000 euro new. So it's relatively good value. It can't go wrong with Yamaha being Japanese. So I never really thought twice about it, but I'm definitely not. I'm so happy with my choice. So if anybody's in the same boat and kind of have humming in hand about it, I'd say don't even think about it. Just do it, because yeah, it's got everything that I expected, and I kind of followed these bikes for a year before I bought one. Yeah, it's more than exceeded my expectations of styling, of looks, of design, of seating position. I guess, as I say, the only things that'll improve is really the suspension, and we'll probably do the tail tidy as well. Get this kind of removed, tidy it up. I'll probably take these. Well, I don't know. My girlfriend will probably join me at some point, so I'll just leave those on. But really, just the suspension, and I'll get the bike sounding better, and I'll also get the protection parts as well. So who knows? Just to give it that extra bit of protection, and just a couple of wee cosmetic things. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm going to keep the bike as kind of originally clean as possible. I was thinking about at one point doing a scrambler look, but kind of thought about it. I've seen a couple of bikes of that colour that was done in the scrambler style, and it doesn't really suit it, if I'm honest. I think the plain colours of like a black or a silver definitely suits the gated fork look. But that's just my opinion. As standard as it sits, I just love the colour, I love the design, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to change it that much. I really like it as is. But yeah, just get it sounding better. Just few wee things, but yeah, great bikes, really recommend them, and thanks for following, guys. Cheers.